There was a poem once spoken that described this world, where beings move by levitation, as natural as a fish swimming in water. The seasons are gold and purple, green and fragrant, fields of fruit trees and yellow grains, ripening beneath a warm and gentle sun. Enter Jazel, who supervised her planet's main portal, an interdimensional gateway where visitors from other worlds could enter and leave. Tourism was the main industry on Edricnem, as this planet held unusual beauty and many charming life forms. The problem was that there was a group of savages who lived in the lower world beneath the planet's surface, howling, angry, crazed beasts who had unfortunately an ability to act, and they used this to fool others, and this was a continual problem in their culture. They also had a belief that their god hated everyone but them and wanted them to destroy everyone else and take over, and this made them very hard to get along with. Fortunately, they were kept confined in the lower planet and thought the sky above them, with the artificial starlights and moon, was an actual sky and heavens. Thankfully, they never figured out that they were living in the planet. Now and then, some of them would manage to come out and reach the true planet's surface, where they would have to be rounded up and put into the portal to go live on a small planet not far from Edricman, a planet that was pretty much empty. They could not be civilized because of their hateful beliefs. As Jazel enjoyed the beautiful day and the song of a nearby creature as it flew from branch to branch in a large fruit tree filled with sweet fruit, she noticed the portal had opened and out came a little girl with shiny yellow hair, braided neatly in a white dress, and on the dress were many words. Jazel went over to greet the visitor and asked her telepathically if she needed any assistance. The little girl smiled and pointed at her dress and the words on it and said telepathically, "This is a message that you must deliver to the savages that live in your planet." Jazel read the words and understood what the words meant. Jazel said this is truth, but the savages cannot understand this message as it goes against their beliefs. She asked the girl how can the savages understand this message, and the girl said that the meaning would be understood in time, and that the savages, once they hear the words, their thinking would be slowly and miraculously reformed, so that they could someday go beyond the dangerous barbaric state that they and their culture were currently in. The girl asked Jazel to make a copy of the words and to transmit them through the portal into the lower world, so that the barbaric people would find them in a golden book. Jazel did this, hoping that what the little girl said would come to pass, and the savages in the lower planet could become good people. The words in the little golden book said, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you," and this is the whole law of the living and eternal God. As the centuries of time went by, Jazel watched as the words of truth slowly changed the violent savages, and saw that indeed one day they would become good people. Jazel spoke with others, and they decided that after many hundreds of years, perhaps thousands, when the words would finally get through to the barbaric and violent people in the planet, and they would turn from their evil ways and repent and become good, then they would be allowed to live on the surface of the planet and enjoy the true knowledge and life of the universe. Meanwhile, many visitors came to the planet, and much was learned and done, great adventures and escapades to bring all of the beings in the universe together in love and goodness. Meanwhile, beneath the planet's surface, the savages continued harming each other, following hatred and acting in violence, without love or kindness. Their barbaric belief in a god who hated everyone made them also haters of everyone who weren't part of their group, and later those in their group who didn't agree with them were hated and attacked, and this miserable state of affairs continued, a hellish world that their beliefs and actions created, until they would listen and understand the words given to them in the Golden Book, a secret formula. If they would understand the righteousness and truth of those words, they would stop harming each other and could become fully conscious beings. Jazel and others were watching and waiting for that day to come, and even intervened in the savages' wars to stop them from destroying each other with nuclear weapons. In time, they will come to understanding,